And the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. Got a man, it's Thorne. Didn't pick up a lot. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. He bangs his way in for the score.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to throw. It's Thompson. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Wildcats want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they're in for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Hard running there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here comes the hurry up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this.
And the defense makes makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Immediately fires to the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kansas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Malone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll do it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Out in the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Buys a little time with his feet. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense...
Turning it on! Spin, still running. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Kansas State quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The offense in hurry-up mode. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page.
Put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Inside the 30. It's a running room. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kansas State pushing the pace. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Gives it on the option. Takes it the other way. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Safe completion on the screen. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the option. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back?
Getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
he lofts one down the sideline. He almost got another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The play action fake. fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll return it. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
1st and 10.
The corners are walked up tight. Runs through the tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick release by the QB. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Number 12.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. Runs through a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gives it on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first.
There he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success. And
point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
To the air, it's Tollefson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Going to sling it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This thing has been wild, back and forth, up and down the field as we take a look at the third quarter stats. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That is an unbelievable... by the offense. Not only do you convert third down, not only do you convert third and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, first and goal. Wow.
Oh, he got loose, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. With jet sweep pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.